to get their way, you know, stomp on people's rights, beat people up, kill people, kill dogs, lie in affidavits.
Did you get a chance to watch the videos from last night?
Yeah.
Oh, you should check it out. There was this cop, his name was Corporal Field. Quite a big guy. I would say that he was bigger than any one of us that was there. 250, 300. He was a pretty big dude.
Oh yeah, he was pushing, he touched somebody's arm. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he pushed Abby. He got in Sam's face. But the funny thing about it was he came into contact with about 6 people, and of those 6 people, the only ones that he went after were Abby and Sam, the 2 females in the group. So I like to use the refrain, cops are cowards, especially when people tell me cops are heroes, because they stand by and allow crimes to happen when it's a cop that's committing them. Well, what do you think about Corporal Field and the fact that he would go after the 2 petite females in the group?
Yeah, that's just a coward.
Yep.
Coward.
All right, thank you. All right, so we are getting, lots of people are seeing our signs. They know we're here. We're getting some good peace signs and honks. There we go. Got some love there. How you doing? Whoa, this wind is too much. And there's Matt Wood. He's doing a documentary on the Peace and Streets project. Yeah, his trailer is pretty awesome, or the teaser that he had. Yeah, it's really good. Alright, so it's quite windy out here, and I have a sign and the camera, so it's definitely not the best camera work. There you go. Arm up in the air. People just don't like corrupt cops. The guy's rolling down his window, so he's gonna either say something nice or something mean to us as he drives by. You should be ashamed of yourself, you coward cop lover! So, those guys in that pickup truck, that was the first negative response we got. We got a lot of thumbs up, peace signs, honked horns, and then one coward cop lover said we ought to be ashamed of ourselves. Apparently the people we shouldn't be ashamed of are the cops who abuse people, victimize people, commit crimes, lie. Apparently those are guys that we should respect and honor.
The negative response towards peaceful streets just baffles me. I really don't get it.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they're like in bed with these corrupt cops, I mean, why would they have an issue with it?
Well, a lot of them are literally in bed with them, and a lot of them are cops. Yeah?
Yep, y'all keep up the good work.
All right, we will. Thank you. Do you have any thoughts about APD?
Not nothing you can pin on.
I got it.
Because everybody's been a victim of false arrest and this and that. A lot of people walk out here with records. Shouldn't even have those records. They can't even get this or get that because of records that were given to them for things they did not do.
Well, what do you think about the cops when they say, oh, well, this is a high crime neighborhood, so we're going to put 100 extra cops here? Do you think that helps the neighborhood in any way?
No, it doesn't really actually help the neighborhood. Unless you're going to actually enforce real laws instead of making up some laws just to violate people's rights.
What we see is them pulling people over, making up excuses like, oh, you failed to signal or you crossed the line. So now we pulled you over, and now we're going to go ahead and search your car. We're going to search you. We're going to pat you down, and they're clearly not interested in rapes or burglaries or murders. What they're interested in is trying to get people for possession of marijuana, expired license, stuff like that.
Yes, these are the simple things I can understand. The cops have to do their job, but trying to actually catch people for those little petty crimes, which are sometimes not even crimes that involving or actually hurting anyone. All the people are doing is they want to smoke a joint or something, or have a beer or something. I don't believe in drinking and driving, but to be pulling people over to violate their rights by searching their vehicle, I think is wrong.
And it's people don't understand what happens when someone goes to jail. They get their mugshot online. Employers are less likely to employ them. They oftentimes have to lose their car because it gets impounded. They can't afford to get it out. They oftentimes lose their job. They oftentimes lose their house because they can't pay mortgage payments when they're inside. And people don't realize that when cops keep going after people on these petty, meaningless crimes, what they're really doing is that they're pushing people into a bad situation.
Yes, they are. And it has happened to me. Something I did not do. And once you file a crime on a person, it's too late to take it off their record once you realize you shouldn't have did that. It's kind of too late, especially if it's something like a felony or a major misdemeanor or something. It was too late to take it off. I got to explain that every time I want an appointment that I didn't do this. They just put it on me. 10 minutes later, he tries to take it off once he realized he was wrong. It's too late, dude. You done ruined my life already.
I have a friend who was driving me home. He was sober. They pulled him over, charged him with DUI. It was completely absurd. When the blood test came back, they found out. So they dropped the charges, and they said, well, even though we dropped the charges, now, one, you lost your license. You're going to have to pay thousands of dollars to get your license back. And two, to get your record expunged, you're going to have to pay us another $1,000. It's like, you dropped the charges. He was innocent, and you still you still want him to pay $1,000 bucks.
Yes, and it still costs you money because one overzealous police officer, he's not doing his job. He's just trying to ruin your life. It done got personal to him by that time.
That's why we have Oborski. Oborski is he's a criminal cop of the month. We have one criminal cop each month. Last month it was the DPS trooper that finger raped 2 women up near Dallas. So Oborski was the one from New Year's Day who assaulted, with Robert Snyder, assaulted Norma, a victimless, you know, she was just a victim. She had committed no crime. She was a passenger in a car. I ripped her out, threw her to the ground. And then when I took pictures and yelled at them to stop, then he came after me, assaulted me, and charged me with a felony crime.
Yes, I saw that on TV. I saw you on TV.
So that's
and now they're still making you go to court for that.
Yeah, in grand juries this month,
so
March.
To ruin your life too, if they can.
And
I'm sorry to hear that, young man.
And all these cops know that Oborski committed a crime, but none of them are doing anything about it. And that's why we call them coward cops, because a good cop is not going to stand by and allow a criminal cop commit crimes.
No, and see, and a lot of too many cops do stand by. That's the thing. When you see another officer commit a crime or violate somebody's right, stand up. Because that bad officer makes them all look bad. As long as there are good officers out there that will stand up for what's right, the bad officers will get weeded out.
We have said this numerous times. When a cop stands up to a bad cop, when a cop arrests a bad cop, we'll make him a hero. We will sing his praises from one end of this country to another.
And too much of that is not done for the good cops anyway. Because half the time they're looked at as pariahs and rats.
Oh, they're run out of the organization.
And they're run out of the police force. What the cops use snitches themselves to bust people and kick in doors that sometimes they get the wrong door.
And they kill people.
They use people as snitches themselves. But when a good cop does the right thing, he tells on a bad cop, they run him.
Yep.
He has